Hi, hope you're doing well. We're gonna do Clues by Sam again. You know the rules. There's 20 people. They may be criminals or innocents. You gotta use the clues that they give you to figure out who is what, and you gotta do no guessing. We're here every day doing this. There is a link in the description if you're a newcomer and you wanna try it too. I'm gonna start now and try to explain my logic, so in case you get stuck or maybe you wanna go along with me, then we can do this together. Let's go. We start with Tom telling us that exactly 2 of Sophia's 5 instant neighbors also neighbor Igor. So Sophia has 8 neighbors total. 5 of them are instants and 2 of them are shared with Igor. Sophia and Igor share 2 neighbors total, so both of them have to be instant, right? Yeah. And now Oscar tells us that Zara is one of 2 criminals in row 5. So Zara is a criminal. Row 5 is this one, which means that it has 2 innocents and 2 criminals. And the rest of the people in row 5 are all Sophia's neighbors, which means that Sophia has 2 innocents here. So that's her total 5 because she already has 3 up here, plus the 2 in row 5. That makes Ruby and Mary both criminals. Now, Mary tells us that criminals are quite nice. It depends on the crime. Ruby tells us that there are exactly 2 instances in row 3. Row 3 has 2 instances already, Noah and Oscar, so that means that Peter is a criminal, and we don't need Ruby's clue anymore. Now Peter tells us that only one of the 5 instances neighboring Tom is in column D. So Tom has 8 neighbors total as well, and 5 instances, just like Sophia. And one of them is in column D, and that can only be Uma. Tom may or may not share 2 instant neighbors with Sophia, we still don't know. Now Uma tells us that exactly 2 instances below Igor are neighboring Zara. Well, there is only 2 people below Igor who neighbor Zara, and both of them have to be instant, so Xavier is an instant for sure. Now Wanda and Vera are one or the other here. And Xavier tells us that Gabe is one of Noah's 4 criminal neighbors. So Noah has 8 neighbors total as well, but only 4 of them are instants, which means that 4 of them are criminals, or vice versa. And Gabe is one of the criminals. Now Noah has 3 criminals, so there's only one more to find. And Gabe tells us that column A is the only column with exactly 3 criminals. So that means that either both Julie and Deborah are criminals or none of them, since column D couldn't have 3 criminals. But what else does that tell us? Because we gotta think about Noah and Sophia, I think. Because Sophia, and let's say that Vera is a criminal. Now column A has 3 criminals, which means that Floyd and Amy are both innocents. One that would be an innocent. Maybe there's something that I'm not seeing. But I think it has to do with column B, so let's keep this going. Now, these would be one or the other in this case, Sophia and Igor. And we know about Noah's total, right? Sophia's total, Tom's total. Oh, we know about Tom's total. So we know that Sophia and Wanda are one or the other. Because Tom has 5 instances as well. And so far he has 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the last one has to be here. That means that column B has 1, 2 criminals. And that Bruce couldn't be the third one because column B couldn't have 3. So Bruce has to be an innocent. We don't need these tags anymore. But Bruce now tells us there is only 1 innocent in column D. So we were right. Julie and Deborah are both criminals. And Deborah tells us there is only 1 innocent to the right of Gabe. well, there can only be one instance to the right of Gabe, and that instance has to be Igor. Now Igor tells us there are more instances in row 1 than row 5. Well, we know row 5 has 2 instances total, for sure. So there has to be 3 in row 1, which means that both Chad and Amy are instances. And now Chad tells us there's an odd number of instances neighboring Ruby. Where's Ruby? Ruby has 5 neighbors total. 2 of them are instance for sure. There's Noah, who is already an instant, and there's going to be a second instant here. So that means that Vera has to be the third. And because of Vera, Wanda has to be a criminal, which makes Sophia an instant. And now there's only Noah's total left. Noah has 5 or 4 instant neighbors total, right? Noah's 4 criminal neighbors, which means that Noah has 4 instant neighbors, and that's the 4 here. So he needs one more criminal one. Floyd is a criminal then, and we are done this median one in 5 minutes 12. I think that's a new record for the median ones, and I'm pretty happy about that. I hope you liked the video for today, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. See you tomorrow for more Clues by Sam.